I was there when Bucky Dent hit that home run in the playoff game.
Yeah, I was there when Bucky hit the home run on October 2nd, 1978.
So I was there when Bucky Dent hit the home run against the Boston Red Sox in a one-game playoff, on first base to be exact.
I was there when I hit the home run in 1978 in the one-game playoff.
Fenway Park, Bucky hit the home run, and it was obviously a big moment for Yankee fans, Yankee history.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me go on record right now as saying if you don't believe baseball is our national pastime, you should be here at Fenway Park this afternoon. Absolutely nothing like it. I've seen playoff games, I've seen World Series, and this has got to top anything I've seen in my baseball career.
Because what's now called the Bucky Dent game fell on Rosh Hashanah, a Jewish holiday, the audience for this game was huge because schools were closed in New York and everybody was home watching the game.
You know, you play 162 games. Every game you can get a little nervous trying to win or lose. But during the season, if you're trying your best and it still doesn't work, even though you lost the game, you know that tomorrow you have another chance to redeem yourself. Well, that game there is no tomorrow.
This game had everything, not only two classic teams, but it was a day game. It was Fenway Park. It was the Yankees and the Red Sox. It was just baseball at its best.
It was probably the most nerve-wracking game we've ever played in. The mark of our team that season was it never came from the same guy all the time. Somebody always picked up the slack and did the job that it was going to take to win the game. And we knew that if the game's close, somebody on this team can be a hero.
Ron Guidry on the mound for the Yankees. That's gone. It's a home run if it stays fair. And a home run for Yastrzemski. The Red Sox lead 1-0. Oh, he really put a charge into that one.
I was kind of thinking prior to that we weren't going to win that game because Mike Torres was pitching so well.
I had a 2-0 lead with 2 outs in the 7th inning, and I was pitching a great game.
First 2 at-bats, I knew what Mike was trying to do. He was trying to get the ball in on me, and I just missed a couple pitches. When I came up in the 7th, 2 guys were on, and I was just looking to get a pitch that I could hit hard, you know, to drive in a run. I fouled the ball off my foot, which really concerned me because I had problems with that leg and I didn't wear my guard that day. It was one day that I didn't wear it.
He had just fouled a ball off his ankle, and I went out there to check him out, and we were talking about it. You know, you're going to be all right, you're going to be all right. I'm good, I can play and I can hit. Mickey Rivers, I guess, was on deck, and Mickey said, hey, Buck, you got a busted bat there.
All of a sudden, Mickey comes over and he goes, hey, homie. And I was really worrying about my leg. He goes, you got the wrong bat. That bat's cracked. And not thinking about it, you know, I kind of walk off. Gene puts the spray on my leg. I start back, and the bat board comes up and goes here. You know, Mickey said, use this one. So I just grabbed the bat and went back in and, you know, got in the box. And the first pitch Mike threw me was a fastball down and in, a pitch that I could handle pretty good. And I hit it on a line.
Deep to left. Yastrzemski will not get it. Home run! A 3-run home run for Bucky Dent. The Yankees now lead it by a score of 3-2. Bucky Dent has just hit his 5th home run of the year into the screen. And look at that Yankee bench, led by Bob Lemon. Big Cliff Johnson out there. And a happy Bucky Dent. Yankees now lead 3-2. Boy, the last guy on the ball club you'd expect to hit a home run just hit one into the screen.
Being on first base, when the ball was first hit, I knew it was going to be off the wall because it was high enough and had the right trajectory where it was going to hit the wall. I knew Yaz didn't have a chance to catch it because I'm thinking to myself, if he misses the carom or if he misplays it, maybe I could score from first.
I didn't think when he hit it that it was going to go out. When I saw Yaz back up against the wall, he was, you know, kind of hitting his gloves.
You know, all of a sudden, I just saw his head drop, and he kind of looked down at the ground, and it was very quiet for like 2 or 3 seconds.
when he kind of looked up and dropped his head, I went, oh my God, it did go out.
I remember rounding third base and starting towards home and how quiet Fenway Park was. I mean, it was like dead silence, other than the sprinkling of Yankee fans that were cheering and stuff like that and going back to the dugout.
You know, it was like kind of quiet. You know, I can remember the whole stadium was just came to a standstill. You could hear a pin drop, other than the Yankees dugout.
Probably was the least expected thing that Bucky would hit a home run because he wasn't known for hitting a long ball.
He hit the biggest home run that we needed all year. And that's how it was with our team. It was somebody always picked up the slack.
It was a home run that I didn't expect he to hit, but he hit it and got it up in the air, and it carried out there in Fenway.
And we all erupted. It was fantastic. It put us ahead for a little while, and we hung on. It was great. It was a wonderful experience.
Bucky Dent was a very handsome, very popular player, won a lot of Yankee fans over, but was not a superstar by any means. So he was, one would have to say, kind of an unlikely hero that day in a team otherwise laden with big stars.
People always ask me, what did it feel like, and I said, well, the only thing it felt like was, hey, we're ahead, but anything can happen in Fenway. Actually, I remember the last out as much as I remember my home run, standing at shortstop and Gossage against Yastrzemski going, oh, come on, Goose, make one pitch, just thinking, we got to get this guy out.
And the fact that it ended with our best against your best, with Goose Gossage pitching to Carl Yastrzemski with the game on the line, made it all the more magnificent.
And it was like, wow, we did it.
Probably one of the most enjoyable games I ever participated in.
One of the great moments in my career to be on base for that.
Obviously, none of us will ever forget that, especially in a fitting environment at Fenway Park against those guys.
Probably the greatest game that I ever played in, most pressure-packed game that I ever played in. It was something that I'll never forget.